Ryan, Sarah. We are doing, we're in Spain. In Spain. Okay. In Spain. Okay. Mark. This is Granada, and we're having breakfast in the morning for a day of eating, drinking, touring, walking around, seeing some beautiful things. I'm drinking a Cortado. We're getting good at ordering in Granada. This is a Cafe Cortado. It basically means a little bit of milk. So you can go con leche, which is quite a bit of milk, or you can go Cafe Cortado, a little bit of milk, or you go Cafe Solo, no milk, Cafe Americano, coffee and water. Cortado seems to be the perfect spot. Just a little bit of sugar in it. And we got some tostados, or I guess this is more like a bocadilla sandwich with some ham, beautiful looking ham, and some tomato and some olive oil on it. Sarah got the pate. This is a typical breakfast in Spain. Good way to start your day. Very good way to start your day. Yeah. The bread is amazingly fresh. The ham, I mean, they take acid ham here. Ham is their thing. Put a little bit of olive oil on it, a little bit of pureed tomato, not even seasoned, just like pure tomato taste. We're gonna go around today, maybe see some sights. I don't know how much I'll show you of the sights. There's some cool stuff to see here, but I'm not sure you're interested in that. Maybe I'll put together like a little montage, a little flash of images. But today I mostly want to talk about tapas, and this is a great place to do it. Tapas in Granada, it's famous because you go to a bar, you order a drink, and you get free tapas. Tapas was created somewhere in southern Spain, which is where we are. So it's a good spot to do it. Stay tuned, lots of tapas coming up. I want to show you all the tapas we ate throughout our trip in Spain. Here we are, first tapas of the day. It's about, 12:30? Most tapas bars will open up at around 12, and that's generally when you see the first people start drinking too. This is pretty empty. We've got some tourists behind me. We've got a local in front of me here, but good time for a beer. So this looks like polenta. Polenta is like cornmeal. It's like a cornmeal, grinded up corn, or it's like a thickened cornmeal maybe. Tastes good.
There's some sausage in there.
Yeah, sausagey, garlicky. So this is perfectly free with the order of the drinks. Drinks probably cost €1.50, something like that. Technically, tapas is any small Spanish dish, like a small order. In Granada, it's almost always free with a drink. Other places you'll have to pay. We'd order it off the menu, and we've had some really great tapas that we've ordered, and they're like, like $2, €2. I mean, maybe $2.50, depending what you want. Some really good stuff that you can get into the menus on. But the free ones are always nice too because they're free, and if you just want to drink and you want to just snack a little bit, it's beautiful for that. We went to a place the other night. They do kind of a fusion tapas. It's owned by, I think it's owned by a Brit and an African woman, right? Do you know where she was from? Angola. And they were doing this beautiful fusion tapas. They had a menu. You can just choose which one you wanted on the list. Definitely check that out because that's probably the best bar we've been to since coming to Spain. I really liked it. That place let you choose the tapas that you wanted. Most places will just give it to you. So some bars we went to start off with a plate of olives, and then the next drink you order, they give you something a little bit better, and it kind of goes up by levels, and they'll have up to 12 different dishes that they'll offer, so you can just sit there getting drinks, getting free tapas. And the other night we went to a place and they wouldn't let us get the tapas unless you could get a spot at the bar. Other places will let you just sit anywhere. But some want to kind of reserve tables for the dinner crowd. So if you're not at the bar, you can't get the free tapas. So it is difficult to try to figure that out because there's not a general rule. There's kind of two prime tapas times in Spain. during lunch, like from 12 till 2 or so, and then at night I would say is the most prime. It's between 9 and midnight or so. That's when you're gonna see most locals getting their tapas, and a lot of restaurants are only open at those times. They'll close down at other times. Well, this is a nice glass. Okay guys, we stopped for another drink. We're at La Tabernia del Darro. The Tavern of the Darro, maybe well? I don't know what that means. But this bar is really cool. It's like an old... Oh. We're at La Tabernia del Darro. Darro is the river that's in front of me here. And this bar is really cool because it's built... It was a cistern, basically an old well that they renovated, changed it into a little bar. And we've got a nice little patio here, some old houses, stone walls, some stairwells. It's a nice spot to sit and enjoy a drink. Cheers. It's very sweet, very alcoholic, strong. So we just ordered a drink. Will we get tapas with it? No. So we got some tapas here, just dropped off. And it's really simple, but probably pretty tasty. Got some cured ham, sprinkle of olive oil underneath there, some bread. Bread's always delicious and fresh. The ham's really good. The marbling in it. That's what I'm talking about, high quality ingredients, really simple prep. Kind of a good example, tapa. The word tapa means on top, to cover. Also means like a pot lid. So a lot of it comes, piece of bread with some stuff on top of it. But that's not where the name actually comes from though. There are actually a few different theories of where the name comes from. One of them is people would go and order a sweet drink like this, usually like a type of sherry, and to stop flies from going in the drink, they would put a piece of bread over top of it, and cover it, and put a lid on it, a tapa on it, and it would stop flies, and people would eat the bread, and then the barkeeps would notice they put a little salty piece of ham on it, like this. Then people would drink more. That's one theory. The other theory has to do with people being illiterate. Basically, like in old inns, when people would come, they travel into town and they'd go to a tavern or like an inn or something, and they would want to order some food. And a lot of people back then, I guess, they couldn't read or write, so they didn't have a menu. So they would just like take the 5 things that they had that they made that day, and they'd put it on the lid of the pot as a little sampler and let the people sample each one and go, oh, I want that one. And so the pot lid is called a tapa. So that's a theory of where the name came from. There are several others, you can look them up, but those are my kind of 2 favorites. Other ones involve like people getting drunk and falling on their heads or something. I don't know.
Really?
I'm just making shit up now. So another point I want to make, the ham. It's beautiful ham, very popular. Pork is hugely popular in Spain. And don't... Jeez, bud, you're tipping the whole table. There are a lot of Jews in the area converted to Catholicism.
And Muslims as well.
And Muslims. So to prove that they weren't Jewish or Muslim anymore, they would make them eat pork. They'd go, okay, well, have a piece of pork then. It was kind of a way to tell if they were telling the truth or not, or if they were just lying just to get out of it. Tapas originally in south Spain, where we are, during the time of the Spanish Inquisition. They were trying to figure out who the Muslims and the Jews were, because the Catholics took over. So as a way of identifying conversos, people who converted from Judaism to Christianity, since tapas often consist of part of ham or non-kosher foodstuffs, the reluctance of the conversos to eat whatever tapa dish was offered to them could be taken as a tacit admission that they had not abandoned their Jewish faith. Thus, tapas was a tool of the Spanish Inquisition.
If we're gonna get political in this video,
We're going deep. It's about getting drunk, eating delicious food, and
that's what they're doing.
well, I can't talk about that. Here we are, another place. We just ordered 2 beers. These beers here, they're called caña. Caña is like a small beer. I think the next step up is tubo, and then you get, what's the large one called, do you know?
Pinta.
Pinta? Oh, pinta like pint. We usually get the small ones because they come with food anyway. Looks like we got some potato, and like a tomato sauce. Looks pretty good. This bar is pretty typical actually. They got bullheads, they got barrels, they got a lot of like old stuff decorating the walls, hams hanging. That's Spain. That's a bar in Spain. Cheers. Or as they say in Spain, salud. I gotta say the beer here is really fresh and it's all on tap. And it's like just, I don't know, it's fresh tasting. It doesn't taste like heavily carbonated. It tastes like creamy almost. It's good? Tomato and potato. Not a bad combo. Por favor, 2 más. Gracias. Morcilla blood sausage, and some chickpea stew with some hunks of pork in there. Pork actually looks really good. Tender, beautiful. And the blood sausage here, it's been really good. Might be the best blood sausage I've ever had actually. Chickpeas with a real porky stew, skewered chicken that's been barbecued, olives with the spicy chorizo, roasted sausage with some potato, some sort of tasty fish eggs, more olives but I can't complain, croquette stuffed with cheese and spinach, chips with a potato salad sandwich, a pile of mushrooms and a piece of baguette, tortilla, Spain's potato omelet, paella, one of Spain's famous dishes, potatoes and chicken that was delicious, beef cheeks, they were cooked real slow, more stewed chicken and more potato, pork skewer with pineapple, chicken prepared Thai style, tasty Portuguese salted cod, avocado with seafood salad, sirloin slices in a whiskey sauce, that one was an extra cost, but a lot of these were completely free, and made me happy and were so tasty, chicken stewed in coconut, spiced chicken liver, that's it, cut.